Hello everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. I thank those of you who have sent prayers up for me, and I just want you to know I am doing so good. I think the infection is clearing out. Like I said in the last video, I'll see the doctor on the 23rd, but I think he's going to give me a clean bill of health. I really do. I'm hoping for that anyway. Today I want to make, it's called Easy Guava Pastries. Cindy Collins, that sent me the beautiful kitchen towels, had asked me if I knew anything or knew any recipes to use guava paste. I had never even heard of guava paste, but I researched it and I found a recipe, and so that's what I'm going to do today. And I hope this turns out well. I don't even know what guava tastes like. So Cindy, I sure hope this is going to be good, but we're going to give it a try and see how it turns out. First of all, I want to show you the ingredients for this simple recipe. So let's get started. You will need puff pastry sheets, guava paste, cream cheese, which is optional, an egg white, and cane sugar, which I'm using the turbinado sugar. You will need a baking sheet with parchment paper. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is to preheat our oven. I've preheated the oven, or I've turned it on to preheat to 400 degrees. You're going to thaw your puff pastry sheets, and then I'm going to unfold one of the pastry sheets and place it on the pan. Okay, we're going to slice this into 1/4 inch slices. Okay, and now we will place these evenly on the pastry sheet. This stuff is really sticky. I hope these turn out really good, because if it does, that will be great, because it's a very simple thing to do. I think I'm going to have to move them over some. That one there, and now I'm going to take my cream cheese, which is room temperature, it's softened, and I'm going to spread that over the guava paste. That's an optional thing that you can do if you don't care for cream cheese. Of course, you wouldn't want to add it. I want to get these just right. Okay, I've got to rinse my hands because that's really sticky. Okay, and so I'm just going to spread this over the guava paste. There's probably not a real neat way of doing this, but honestly, I think what I should have done was just also cut the cream cheese like into 1/4 inch slices and placed it on top of the guava. But I didn't know, because I've never made this, and it doesn't really tell you how to apply it. It just says, you know, to put cream cheese on top. So anyway, it looks kind of butchered, but it's not going to really matter because the other pastry sheet is going on top of this, and then I will cut it into small squares and bake it. So that being said, now I'm going to apply my other pastry sheet after I wash my hands. Okay, we'll take the second pastry sheet and unfold it. Placing it on top of this pastry sheet. And now what I'm going to do is cut this into little 1.5 inch squares. I think about half of each one of these where it was folded. Last one is going to be a little bit larger. I think when I get these separated, you can leave them together, it says, and bake it and then pull them apart afterwards. But it also says you can pull it apart and bake it like cookies, and that's the way I want to do mine. But when I get through with this part, I think what I'm going to do is transfer these to another baking sheet, because my parchment paper, I don't know where that goes. My parchment paper is getting cut and it's looking kind of moist from the dough sitting on it, so I'm just going to transfer it to a clean sheet. I hope these taste good. I don't have a clue, because like I said, I've never had guava. I've never tried it. Okay, I'm going to get a new parchment paper. Okay, so now I'm going to transfer these to the new parchment paper. And I'm going to brush this. I'm going to whisk up the egg white. You don't use the whole egg, it's just the egg white. And brush the top of this with the egg white and then sprinkle the sugar on it. And then I'll put them in the oven and bake them. The next time I make these, I will know exactly how to go about this, and I think it would go a whole lot smoother. Tomorrow is Sunday, and we will be having lunch again at my son and daughter-in-law's. They were here, well, Heather and the two little girls were here earlier. Ellie, the youngest daughter, she wants to learn how to sew. And I used to do that professionally. My sister and I had a dressmaking and alterations business on St. Simon's. And so I've done it for years and years and years. Of course, I don't do it anymore, not for people. But anyway, Ellie came Wednesday and we cut her out a skirt, or she cut it out, and sewed up the side seam. And then I had an eye doctor's appointment, so she had to leave because they had church that night. And so I finished making her skirt, and they came to pick that up. Plus, Ruthie is going to a ball. It's a Christian function, but it will be held in South Carolina. And so I have made this gown for Ruthie to wear to this ball. It's on a theme of probably like the 1800s. It's based like the series Downton Abbey. Some of those gowns, I think it's called the Regent or Regency gown. It's an empire waisted gown that I've made for her, because she had ordered this gown off of the internet, which basically it was a costume, And when it came, it just swallowed her. It would have had to have been totally remade. And of course, it was cheap and it looked cheap. And I told her, I said, Ruthie, I can just make you a gown. I've got tons of fabric here. And so she selected an emerald green piece of satin. And I have made her a gown and embellishing the ribbon that goes around the empire part of the gown with pearls. And I needed to do a final fitting on her with that today, as well as talk to her about some more pearl placement I wanted to do on it, but I wanted her approval with it. So I had baked the Hershey bar cake this morning because last Sunday was Heather's birthday, and how I let that get past me, I don't know. I could have absolutely died. When we had lunch and Matthew prayed and asked the blessing over the food and thanked the Lord for her having another birthday, I thought, no way, I have forgotten her birthday. And her favorite cake is the Hershey bar cake. So she was just so certain that I had made it and was just pretending like I had forgotten her birthday. Okay, I'm sprinkling the sugar on top of this where I've done the egg white wash. But anyhow, I felt so bad about that. And she told me, she said, don't worry about it, Miss Joyce. She said, you've had an awful lot on you. I said, well, I can't believe I had totally let that get past me. But so anyway, I made her cake this morning and sent that home with her. She asked me if she had to wait till tomorrow to cut it. I said, nope, it's yours. You do with it whatever you want. So we'll be having some of that cake tomorrow, and hopefully, if these turn out good, we will also have some of these. I have to tell you all, I am doing so good. I tell you, it's just, oh my goodness, I just thank the Lord every day. I feel like my old self, and I am so ready for everything to get back into a normal state for me. And it will. It's coming. It's coming. I spoke to one of my little ladies that I've done her hair for years and years and years. She'll be turning 90 the 28th, and she called me this morning. We talked for an hour. I said, Miss Iva, it's not going to be long. It's coming around the bend. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, I think. So I basically am retired from doing hair, but I still have several of my older clientele that I have done forever, and so I still do them, and I'm real anxious to get back into the groove with that. I've missed the companionship that we share, the friendship we share. So another one called me last night. She and Miss Iva always come together. They ride together, and she will also turn 90 on December the 7th. So they've been with me for a long, long time. Okay, we got the sugar sprinkled on this, and so now I have the oven is preheated to 400 degrees, and I will put it in. They will bake for 20 to 25 minutes, and so when they're done baking, I will take them out and we'll see how they look. I'll do a taste test. We'll see how they taste. And I hope these are great. Cindy, I hope that you will try these if they're good. So maybe this will give you a recipe for your guava paste. So let's get it in the oven and I'll be back. Okay, the timer has gone off and my guava pastries are done. They look really good. I don't have a clue how this is going to taste, because like I said, I have never eaten guava, but I think it will be quite delicious. I think having the cream cheese in there will give it that little bit of will just kind of cut the sweetness of the guava. So we'll see. I'm going to have to let them cool a little bit before I do a taste test because they're sizzling, and that would mean that I would sizzle if I ate any right now. So just as soon as these get cooled off, I'll do a taste test for you and I'll let you know just how good this is. So just stand by. It won't be long, I'm sure. Okay, it's been a few minutes since I took these out of the oven. They're still pretty hot, but I'm going to give this a try. I'll let you take a close look up at it. They look really good. But like I said, I don't know how they will taste because I've never eaten guava. So here we go. Oh my goodness. This is awful, y'all. Don't try it. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. That is so good. My friend Heidi does not like guava. And my word to you, Heidi, is I think you're crazy because this is delicious. How can you not like that? Oh my gosh, y'all, that is so good. Oh. My stars. That little bit of cream cheese in there gives it a perfect balance. Oh my gosh. You all are going to have to try this recipe. Cindy, go for it. I know that your husband is a diabetic. It's pretty sweet. I don't think he could probably eat it, but it is absolutely divine. I hope that you will give it a try. And I'm loving my towels. I'm using them. And I really am liking them. Thank you again. And so now I would like to say thank you for watching my video. Thank you for supporting me. My channel is slowly growing. And I appreciate all of you who have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, how about clicking the subscription button, click the comment, and give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for your support. Continue to keep me in your prayers. And until the next time, this is Beba saying, may the Lord bless and keep you and your family safe. And until the next video, you take care. But I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh my gosh, that's so good.